So it seems like I was a bit wrong about Arie. I thought that he was going to go a certain way with his picks. I felt like he was going to be a guy that really gravitated towards blondes, but he picked a lot of brunettes and he picked a ton of sisters. More sisters than I ever thought was going to be on the season. I really thought we were going to get like one sister just to keep in the black women that became fans of the show through Rachel's season of The Bachelorette. But he's a mystery to me, and I think that's really good because he's dull on camera. And so just that kind of suspense that we don't really know how he's going to go, I think that'll be a really, that'll be something that'll draw viewers in. That was, to be quite honest with you, the only thing that I found interesting about him was that I did not know how he was going to pick or who he was going to pick because I had a preconceived notion and I was wrong. So I like the fact that I'm wrong. I think that'll make for a really good season to just give us something from The Bachelor since we're not getting personality. And to the Arie fans, all like 3 of you, if you are offended by anything that I'm doing here, I just want to let you know, yes, Peter was my pick, but I have to be honest, Arie is just not good for TV. He's not, it's not his thing, you know what I mean? He's a very shy person and he keeps a lot of things inward, so it's very hard for a viewer to try to connect with somebody like that if they're not giving us anything to connect with. So I'm not hating on your boy, I just don't think he's good for TV. He's just a bland character. It is what it is. Like he gives me your new gentrified neighbor that will call the cops on you because the music is playing too loud after 9 p.m. But then when you ask him about it, he acts all shocked like he can't believe that somebody did that when it was really him. If you follow me, like that's Arie to me. Thank God for the women that we have on this show because I feel like whatever personality is there in Arie, these women will pull it out of him. They're such big personalities that he has to be affected by them. So I'm hoping that happens, but oh, yo, ABC, this was some bad casting. Bibiana looks different in every scene that she's in. Not to mention that she looks nothing like her headshot on the website. I mean, if you pull her hair down, she's 10 years older in Latina. Pull it back, she's 10 years younger in Caucasian. It's weird. It's really weird. Oh my gosh. Even on a motorcycle, Arie, what is his name? Ariana? Wait, that's Vanderpump Rules. Even on a motorcycle, Arie is still corny. Like, how are you on a hot ride and you bland, bro? Okay, so Arie about to win me over with this Becca K date because let me tell you something. When Rachel Zoe walked in, I was like, okay, he might be doing a little bit of something. And also, Rachel Zoe, I need that jacket, sis. Please share the details. It's fabulous. So is this... Okay, let's talk. Is this date a little fabulous to be like the first date that we actually see on the show? I feel like ABC padded the budget for this one. Like they added a little bit more money to this season because The Bachelor wasn't delivering. So they were like, let's just give them extravagant dates so they can overlook the fact that we picked poorly this season. Becca K, if this date with Arie is the best day of your life, like, I mean, if all it takes is a bland dude to some glitter dresses for you to be like, this is the best day of my life, then sis, you need to live a little bit more. And I take back everything that I just said because when he pulled out them little boutons or teens, I was like, you know what, sis, this may just be the best day of your life because if that was me, it would be. It absolutely would be. Did you see when Arie tried to go in for a kiss with Becca K and she like nodded down and blocked him? I have never seen a show where the dude is the bachelor, the one that everybody is vying for, that the women who are vying for this man's attention and love and ring or whatever blocked the kiss. I'm telling you, go back and watch it. He went in for a kiss and she put her head down because she was not, I guess, ready to fake it for TV. Gosh, and so he finally is able to like seal the deal and kiss her. But this is the thing about Arie. Oof. I'm uncomfortable just talking about it. The way he kisses is so unnerving. Like he does this chokehold movement and like grabs a woman in. And I'm like, are you kissing her or are you like a chiropractor? I don't understand. It's weird. It's so Becca K came right in and showed the girls all the gifts that Arie got her on their date. Petty, but I'll allow it. Since we're here on Becca K, let's discuss. I think that Arie really likes her. And I would have never guessed that, especially from the headshot they have of her on the Bachelor website. I would have never guessed that this would be the girl that not only would get the first rose, but like the first date, somebody he would like really be into. I would have never ever thought that, but he seems to really be into her. And I told you like in the last review that I will take this kind of suspense from him being as though he's very boring. So I think that this is something that maybe the producers cooked up, or maybe it is how he picks. Maybe, you know, giving him this edge of like surprise or whatever it is. Because I would have never put Becca K in the running at all. So Becca K is telling Arie about how her father passed, and there is nothing. Like, he gives no reaction. He just sits there and he's like, wow, really? Oh, like nothing. He is stoic. Okay. Arie is a robot. That's what it is. I think the real Arie like passed years ago, and ABC like needed a Bachelor, so they like recreated his body. Something is going on here. It's not him. It's, wait, you know, I saw his season. It is him. How did he pass casting? There's no reaction. Like, she's literally telling this dude that my father died, and he gives her nothing. And then that chiropractor kiss. Oh, it's so weird. Like, have you guys ever been kissed like that? That's scary. So Chelsea has been cast as the villain, and I'm telling you, Mother is doing the most. She is making sure that we know that she is this season's villain. Because, I mean, another girl could like smile at Arie or put her hand on his shoulder, and the next moment Chelsea's in a confessional like talking, you know, crap about the girl. And I'm just like, okay, we get it. You're the villain. Like, you're doing too much at this point because it's very, very obvious. I think you just need to focus on either getting that ring or getting a guest TV spot, because you are doing the most at this point. Okay, so Krystal is a better sport than me, because what you're not going to do is take the girl before me on a date. You not only give her a rack full of like Rachel Zoe dresses, and then give her some Louboutins or teens. Is it Louboutins? I feel like I've heard it several different ways. Louboutin, Louis, right? And then take me to your high school. Okay, great. Where's my glitter pumps? Y'all, when Arie was sitting in his home watching videos of him as a child, that was the most personality I've seen from him. He was so happy to just look at himself as a kid, and he was just really like having a good time. I don't even think that Krystal was like engaging with him. She was just staring at that as well. No, Krystal was staring at him, and he was staring at himself, and Arie was having the time of his life. He reminds me of somebody. Wait, isn't it a little early to be meeting the family? Like, this is the second episode. What is going on with this season? Why is Krystal meeting the parents? Like, isn't this like a hometown date thing? Does it work? No, it didn't. Rachel took her men to meet her family like later in. This is weird. Does he know that Krystal is the one already? I'm confused. Arie, you better not cut her after you have taken her all the way down to Scottsdale to meet your family. Okay, so we need to talk, because the first date, Arie takes Becca K on like a shopping spree. Then the next date, he takes Krystal home to Scottsdale to meet his family and watch like kid videos of himself. And then the next date is a group date with like 50 remaining ladies at some like car crash play. Like, I get that date, that makes sense to me. But I just don't know why he took so many, and I don't know why those first two dates were like uber special. Those were really special dates with girls you've only known for a few hours. This is weird. Does all the Bachelors work like this? Because I can't remember the ones that I watched. So I'm not sure if this is how a Bachelor works, and I'm only going off the Bachelorette. Do they work differently? Because this is odd. I finally found out what it is about Arie that I'm getting. Like, he gives me something that is like creepy, awkward, dull, dry, kind of intriguing, and then it's just like, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot going on with him, but I'm like, I can't pin down what it is about him. You know what I mean? And then I finally figured it out. Arie has the essence of the evangelical pastor from Utah. That's what it is. Look at the boy and look at evangelical pastors from like the Midwest and possibly Seattle. Like, he gives me that. No, Seattle is way too cool for him. I don't think, no, not that one. Yeah, he gives me that. I feel like I would see him in like a Midwestern church, like, you know, talking to the youth about abstinence. I feel that. I get that from Arie. I really, really do. Having said that, I feel like Arie should, after this show, I think he should go back to school and become like an ER trauma doctor, because he is so great at taking bad news and possibly delivering it. Because Krystal is sitting there telling the dude about her homeless brother, the fights that she has with him because of like his mental health. And Arie once again is stoic. There's nothing there. He's like, oh, wow, that's unfortunate. So I'm like, you know what, dude? Why don't you use this? Because this doesn't work for TV, but I think you would be great at telling people that their family has died. You know, so sad, but it's so true. Go back to school and become a doctor, because I think that suits you. I feel like every time that I come for Arie, he does something and I'm like, oh, because like right after I said that, there's this scene where after his sit down date with Krystal, he takes her into like this auditorium and some dude named Connor is singing this beautiful song, and it's just him and Krystal, and they start dancing. And at that point, I was just like, okay, Arie, I'll give you that one. Even though I know it was producers, this was really sweet and romantic. And even if he gives you that chiropractor grip, Krystal, go for it. Be in the moment. This was beautiful. This was really, really beautiful. And I love how Krystal is talking about how after only knowing Arie for just a few hours, she can see herself spending the rest of her life with him. And, you know, she could see a future with him. And I'm like, girl, really? You've only known him for a few hours. And let's be clear, you signed up for Peter. Don't play me. She gets back to the house and she's just like, I don't want to discuss my relationship with the girls. Your relationship? Oh, Arie got some cycles on this show. Good TV. Good TV. Well, I have had traumatic experiences as well as a kid, but I just have to be real with you. When Annalise started crying about a traumatic experience that happened with her as a child, and she blurted out bumper cars, listen, I almost fell off my couch. I said, sis, if that is the traumatic experience, I don't even want to know what could be worse than that. I just didn't expect for her to say, I was like, bumper cars? Like, girl, what? You have no problems. Or she could have been using that as a ploy to get close to Arie because it worked. Don't do it too many times, because he might think you crazy and cut you. Okay, so it was a ploy, because after that whole meltdown, she got herself together real quick, hopped in the car and damn near killed Chelsea. So she was playing us. Okay, I'll allow it. So this group date with the ladies, I'm gonna just call it, it's a horrible date. It's a horrible date. You take all the remainder girls on a date, you put them in like these cars and tell them to crash each other up. Half the ladies got whiplash and cracked spines and not in the way they wanted to. So how is this a good date? Now we're at the sit down portion of the date, and Arie is serving Mr. Rogers' realness. Like, he's in a like collared, tapered sweat. It's weird. Whatever, cardigan. This man is in a cardigan on a date, and he's telling the ladies how he gets down and dirty. And I'm sitting here like, Arie, please. You don't get down and dirty. Although I could be wrong, because them quiet ones, them the nasty ones. Okay, Chelsea, it's getting on my nerves. I get that you're a mom. Okay, like, let it go. She keeps on dropping the mom bomb every time she gets like a chance to talk about it. And I get it. It's like, I kind of understand why she would want to hold that back from Arie, but it doesn't make sense in this context. You know what I mean? Like, it's a TV show. He kind of already knows who's going to be on the show at this point. It's weird that you would like try to hide your whole child and then act like it's a big deal that you have a child. Arie is 36. He's used to dating moms if he's dated women his age, you know what I mean? And then he talks about how he did date a woman or like was in a relationship with a woman for 2 years and lived with her, and she had children. And I was like, oh, hold up, back up. Let's talk about that. You dated a woman who had children and you lived in her home with her kids for 2 years. You played daddy? What's up with the kids now? Are you still connected, or did you just bounce when the relationship was over? We need to know that, because that's, I think I would kind of feel a certain way about that. Like, I want to know how things transpired after that, and how old was he? You know what I mean? Like, if he was really young and he like dumped the kids afterwards, I could understand. But if he was like, no, wait, he said that it was recent. Wait a minute, Arie, are you messy? I might be here for it. Chelsea is going on about being a mom, and Marek is like, listen, sis, to hell with that. You are not the only one who abandoned responsibilities to come on this TV show, so calm down. You're not special. I like her. Cyan, I want you to save it for Peter. I don't want her to make it. Like, Arie cut her. She's too good for him. He even mentioned that Cyan was too good for him. Girl, You need to be cut. Peter season. Come back for that. That's when you will flourish. Maybe she'll flourish on this scene, because when Arie was talking about her, he was kind of giddy. Like, I've noticed that there are certain women that get a reaction out of Arie, and Cyan is one of them, and Brittany, the sisters. Okay. And Michael too. She definitely gives him a boner. Definitely. So we finally get our first Bibiana snap. I'm telling you, I don't think that Arie's attracted to her. I don't think he wants her around, but I guarantee you, if she stays around, it's because of the producers, because she's good TV. When Homegirl was sitting there and just snapped out of nowhere, I'm done. And don't follow me. I was like, ooh, okay. You better keep your stipend coming every week, because we know they get a stipend. So I'm thinking that's what's going on. She's just like, listen, I done left my job. I ain't got no money to go home. I'm going to act a fool on this show so I can keep that stipend coming. Smart. And then Arie has this makeout session with the good doctor, and I am uncomfortable yet again. First of all, the kiss is in slow motion. Why? Why are they kissing in slow motion? They were like sitting there kissing like sloths. It was so unnerving. Okay, so we get another moment with Arie. I told you, Brittany T, I think, brings something out of him, because he gave her like this little most improved or whatever, some award that he gave her because she got hurt when they did that car crash game or whatever they were playing. And that was a cute little moment. They were cute. Wait a minute, is there a spark? Cyan, whatever your name is, sis, you better watch out, because there might be another sister coming up on your trails. Okay, Arie, I see what you're doing. I'm here for it. I'm here. And of course, Arie has the most chemistry with the youngest person there. This is weird. I'm telling you, ABC, she better not be a teenager, because this won't go over well. Bibiana, please, sis, stop focusing on the time that you do not have with Arie and get time with him. You spend so much time getting mad at the girl that's taking him away, and you're not taking him away. Like, do you want him to come to you? It's not going to happen. That's not how this show works. You're getting upset over absolutely nothing. Put in work and you won't be pissed off. Krystal, you're coming off very clingy. It's weird and it's uncomfortable to Arie, because every time he sat down with someone, Krystal came in, hi, can I still him for a second? Hey, can I still him for another second? It's weird. You are coming off clingy, sis, and you were up here. Now with this weirdness, you may get cut the next episode, so fall back and chill out and drop that voice down and register. Because, I mean, we all know that you're putting it on, because it comes in and out. You know what I mean? So stop it. Having said that, Arie, this is what you get. This is what happens when you take a chick that you just met home to meet your parents. You got this girl thinking that she is the A, the A plus, the cream of the crop, your queen to your king. This is what she's thinking, because she is the only one that has met your family at this point. And you bringing her home so early makes her, and even me, believe that this is like one of the top girls that you're looking at, somebody that you're really interested in. Now, if this was some lackadaisical date, you need to explain that to her, because that's a big move. Oh, so I am here for Bibiana, because the way she just read Krystal, until you speak to me in a regular voice, a regular tone, and not this la 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 tone, then we cannot have a discussion. I said, oh, and then she might drop. Now that was a little corny, but the rest of the read, I was here for it. Wait, we didn't even see Arie spend any time with Michael. How did she get the first rose? Oh gosh, his picking is just very confusing to me. I don't know like what he's going for or how he's doing it, which is why I think that a lot of his picks are heavily producer influenced. I could be wrong, but I never am. I told y'all. So Bibiana is the final rose, and when she got her rose, she stood next to Krystal. Let me tell you something. Krystal was shaking in her boots, because she knows she got another day with this unhinged woman, and she knows she's her target. She told us that the whole house is against you. You just made yourself a target, and now Krystal is nervous. But I think that again, Once again, I think it's the producers, because you can't let that go. To be quite honest, this was an interesting episode, but Bibiana was the most interesting for me. Like, that read of Krystal, I was like, okay, girl, I'm here for you. So I think they're going to keep her really, like, she's going to last a lot longer than she would if she didn't have like this kind of personality. I don't think that there's anything between her and Arie. I don't see it. I know he really loves the good doctor, which is very weird, but I don't see it for him and Bibiana. And if she stays, definitely producer pick. Definitely. Whoa. So Jenny in her two-tone weave was hella pissed that she did not get picked. But it's weird. I felt like she came off very young to Arie, and he didn't like that from her. But yet, he was really into the good doctor, who doesn't come off young. She just really looks it. So I don't know. But there was just like no spark. But anyway, when he did not give her a rose, Mother walked off and walked right past him. So then Arie runs after her like a good guy. And he's like, I'm sorry, there's just no spark. And then she goes, it's okay. I'm just sad about leaving the girls, not you. Girl, petty. Yes, girl, read him on your way out. Anyway, that's where it ends. Next week, Bibiana has a breakdown, and I will be there to watch it and review it. So if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you for the following episode of The Bachelor. Bye, guys. Love ya.